Hello, myself Mohammad Awais Khan of CSC AI&ML is here to give a presentation, and my topic is assembly level languages. Now, first let us see what are the levels of programming languages. There are mainly three types of levels in a programming languages: machine level language, assembly language, and a high level language. Assembly level language. It is a low level language that allows the user to write a program using an alphanumeric codes instead of a numeric code for a set of instructions. Example of a large assembly language program in this time are IMB PC documents. High level languages. It is a machine independent language that it enables a user to write a program in a language that resembles English words and a familiar. It enables a user to write a program in a language that resembles English words and familiar mathematical symbols. COBOL was the first high-level language. Examples of high-level language are Python, Java, etc. Machine level language. It is a low-level programming language. Machine language can only be represented in binary, that is zeros and ones. In earlier, when we have to create a picture or show data on the screen of the computer, then it is very difficult to draw using only binary digits. For example, to write 120 in a computer system, its representation is four ones and four ones and three zeros. So it is very difficult to learn. To overcome this problem, the assembly language was invented. What is assembly level language? Assembly level language is a low level programming language. It helps in understanding the programming language to machine code. In computers, there is an assembler that helps in converting the assembly code into machine code executable. Assembly language is designed to understand the instruction and provide it to machine language for further processing. It mainly depends on the architecture of the system, where it is the operating system or the computer architecture. Assembly language mainly consists of a mnemonic processor, instruction, or a data and other statements or instructions. It produced with the help of compiling the high-level language source codes like C, C++. Assembly language helps in fine-tuning the program. Why assembly language is useful? Assembly language helps the programmers to write human readable code that is almost similar to a machine language. Machine language is difficult to understand and read as it is just a series of numbers. Assembly language helps in providing full control of what task a computer is performing. In this figure, we can see that the use of assembly language, where the left side, a symbolic representation of stream of bits or our source text file is written, where the assembler converts it into low-level language into zeros and ones, and the binary. By this figure, we can see that the left side, uh, in this figure, we can see that the symbolic representation of stream of bits or a source text file is written, where an assembler converts it into a low-level language or machine language can easily understand the code. What are assemblers? The assemblers are used to translate the assembly language into machine language. There are two types of assemblers: single pass assemblers and multi-pass assemblers. Single pass assemblers. Single pass assembler is referred Single pass assembler. A single pass assembler is referred to as a complete scan of source program input to assembler or equivalent representation and the translation by the statement on the basis of the statement called a single pass assembler or one pass translation. It isolates the label. It isolates the label mnemonic. It isolates the label mnemonics and the operand field of the system. It validates the code instruction by looking them up and by looking it validates the code instruction by looking up them. It validates the code instruction by looking them up in a mnemonic code table. It enters the symbol found in the field. It enters the symbol found in the label field and addresses the text available machine word into the symbol table. This passes this pass This pass is a fast and effective and no need to construct an intermediate code. Multipass assembler. In this, an assembler goes through an assembly language several times and generates an object code. In this last pass is called the synthesis pass, and this assembler requires any form of intermediate code to generate each pass as every time. It is comparatively slower than the single pass assembler, but some actions that can be performed more than one means duplicated. This brings us to the end of the presentation. Thank you.